What is up and welcome back. If this is your first time watching, we are your Colorado real estate family.
And today we're going to go ahead and go up north with our local specialist and the special guest talking about the 5 things that they learned or people learn when moving to northern Colorado.
All right, let's go and check them out right now.
Hi guys. Today we are out in sunny Loveland, Colorado, and I'm excited to introduce to you Jenny Morris. She's here for the first time on the channel, so be sure to give her a warm welcome. She is with Empire Home Loans. Say hi.
Hi.
We want to talk to you about the 5 things that people learn after they move to northern Colorado. So let's take it away. All right, so number 1 on the list is weather. Colorado and northern Colorado has some crazy unpredictable weather. Am I right?
Oh yeah, and I just moved here from Georgia 2 years ago, so it was a very big shift coming from humid, right, very predictable seasons to Colorado, where today it's April 3rd and we're standing in 70-degree weather. And the thing about Colorado too is whenever you're in the sun, you're gonna be warm. It can be 30 degrees outside and you're still gonna be warm. But how long ago? About a week ago, we had a massive snowstorm, and here we are standing in short sleeves.
Yeah, in fact, only a couple of days after that snowstorm, the snow is pretty much gone. It's that heavy, thick snow that you get in the springtime because there's a lot of moisture in the air and it's a little bit warmer. So really cool conditions, because everybody says it. Wait like 20 minutes and the weather in Colorado is going to change. In fact, Colorado typically has over 300 days of sunshine a year, so it's pretty impressive. And you've got all of the outside activities that you can do all year round because of that warm sun and not much snow on the ground typically. And people are out at the parks or going to trails and things, and it could be February, December even, and we're still out enjoying the weather because it might be cold, but it's gorgeous outside still.
And that actually perfectly brings us into point number 2.
And that is outdoor lifestyle.
So there is such a variety of things to do in Colorado. That's been one of the biggest things that I've noticed since moving here, is that no matter what activity you're into, there is something probably within 30 minutes to an hour away. So there's whether you want to go skiing, whether you want to go hiking, whether you just want to ride your bike, there's just such a variety of places that you go that you will never get bored.
Right, that's so true. And all year round, right? So the skiing thing is awesome and really exciting to get up into Rocky Mountains, but we're also starting to implement some really cool attractions. For instance, Windsor's Hoedown Hill is a brand new attraction where there's an 1,100-foot sledding hill, so you can bring the kiddos and not have to fight the highway traffic getting into the mountains. And there's also like blues and black diamond skiing hills too. So it's a really cool way to get out all year round. I was just talking to a client in Kentucky who was talking about how they kind of just have to hibernate all winter long and avoid the winter. But here in Colorado, you get outside and do things all year round.
Yeah, and even if you want to go on a hike and there's still some ice on the ground, people get micro spikes. So the weather doesn't ever stop people from Colorado.
Yeah.
And as soon as you move here, you'll see there's just such an energy. And I think it's really because of all the sunshine that we get, that it just brings you outside, no matter if it's a little bit cold, because you're going to warm up as soon as the sun touches your skin.
Right, get that vitamin D kick.
That's right.
All right, guys, the ladies are doing a great job talking about the things that people learn after they move into northern Colorado. If you are looking at moving into northern Colorado, need that real estate expert, we have the people that you need to know by calling that phone number or texting it right below. Right below it there, we always answer, it doesn't matter date or time.
And if you're not ready to purchase, no worries, but you're gonna wanna hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and also hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time that we release a new video.
All right, ladies, let's go.
And number 3 today is community feel. Just talking about all of the things to do all of the time, it brings a perfect complement to this topic because that community feel is hyper local, and you've got this great sense of everybody doing things together all the time. And the events around here are incredible. I think you just joked with me a second ago about Colorado making up their own holidays.
They do. We have something to celebrate any time of the year. You know, whether it's wintertime, summertime, there's always a festival or a community gathering or something going on that you honestly can never get bored.
Right. Her bringing up the holidays makes me think about opening day Rockies in Denver. I'm telling you, I know we're talking about northern Colorado, but people flock from all over the state to go to opening day for the Rockies because down there it's like its own holiday. Everybody's outside and having a drink or two probably and getting ready for the Rockies games. It's celebrating the sunshine. But then we also have some incredible events up north, and you've been to one that I actually haven't been to yet, and you've been here a lot shorter than I have.
So there's a lot of different breweries here. It's one of the most fun things is you can just pop around and try a bunch of very unique craft local beers. And there's certain festivals that are put on too. One's called the Tour de Fat. And this is a bicycle event where people actually get on their bikes, they dress up, it's almost like Halloween, right? But it's in September. Get on their bikes and there is a literal bicycle tour of thousands of people in these silly dress costumes, and people make floats and all these sorts of things just to celebrate a made-up holiday, right? which we love to do in Colorado.
Yeah, and to give you an idea of Loveland too, so that's Fort Collins. Loveland downtown area is a lot of fun. They have this whole summer concert series where people are all outside on the grass listening to various local artists and things, and there's food trucks and ice cream shops and all kinds of fun things to do in that little square. And I think it's once a month at a minimum, all throughout the summer that they're doing that. So anywhere that you end up locally here, you're probably going to find community events or bigger local events to attend.
So one thing that I was really surprised in, especially me coming from Atlanta, right, the land of diversity, is actually the lack of diversity here. So we do have a lot of good food options up in northern Colorado, but if you really want some unique cuisine or just to get, a fixin' of a lot of unique culture, definitely head down to Denver.
Yeah. There's some things for the foodies up in Fort Collins and stuff, but if you're gonna find yourself in one of the smaller towns here in northern Colorado, for instance, Loveland probably only has like one notable pasta place. If you're gonna look for Thai food, there might be one place in Loveland, where there might be a couple in Fort Collins. And is it gonna be the best in the area? Maybe, maybe not. So yeah, like you said, Denver's probably your best bet if you're really trying to get into some cool ethnic foods that we don't necessarily have up here. All right, down to number 4, and that is traffic. Bum, bum, bum. How does it compare to Atlanta?
Well, Atlanta, if you've ever been there, is one of the craziest traffic areas, I think, in the world. So when I came to northern Colorado, I thought, what a breeze. Everyone's so nice. They drive slow, which is really funny because when you talk to somebody who's local or from here, they complain about how bad the traffic is. So it's really all a comparison of where you're coming from.
Awesome. Okay, well, I have a little bit of a pain point because I'm the complainer, like I just said. Construction, it's everywhere all the time, and she just said everybody drives slow, but I think there's some crazy drivers. Maybe not compared to Atlanta, but the construction is a thing though. And I-25, if you're gonna try and get into Denver like we were just talking about, or maybe you need to get out to DIA, which is usually about an hour 15 to an hour and 30 minutes away, if you're depending on where you're in northern Colorado, you're gonna hit I-25 construction at some point along the way. So just be prepared. There's a lot of development going on, right? So even Centerra is going through a lot of changes. That whole south side of the Centerra area along Highway 34 is gonna be developed. So that's just gonna be a never-ending stream of construction probably for the next few years. So just add those extra minutes into your drive time and just think about that when it comes to your commute. All right, guys, last but not least, number 5 today is cost of living and real estate. So, cost of living, it's pretty pricey pretty much anywhere in the US nowadays, and it's tough. Consumer price index is just continuing to, so how does northern Colorado compare though to the rest of the country, you think?
I really think it depends on where you're coming from. So if you're coming from California side, Colorado seems really inexpensive. Where you're coming from a nearer east, it feels more expensive. It's really kind of comparative to where you're from right now. But coming from Georgia, just giving you an example, I have seen an increase in several different things like groceries. However, there are a lot of different options. So there's some secrets that the locals know, such as Esch's. This is a local store. You're not going to find it anywhere else. And it has very, very low price and really healthy options, honestly. So it's been one of my go-tos.
It's actually a really cool store too, because what they do is they take merchandise and products from other stores that are maybe back of the shelf, or they're wanting to move product out and offering them at really great prices. So you'll find really interesting things there too that might turn over. So once you get into the local community and hear these tips and things, you'll be able to find a good place to go and tackle those high prices.
Yeah, and as far as gas prices go, I find it to be a little bit cheaper here actually than the East Coast. So that's a plus and a win for Colorado.
Definitely. As far as the real estate market goes and cost of living in that regard, it's pretty similar, right? The same thing applies to what she was saying from East Coast here and from West Coast here. The different prices and what you'll expect to see are probably going to follow suit. If you're moving from California, you might be able to sell your home and buy something here cash. If you're moving from, smaller town out east a little bit, it might seem a little bit more pricey because it's a highly desirable state to move to for all of the reasons we were just talking about. So we are noticing though that in this real estate market, there's still opportunities to find really great deals, and there's still opportunities to work with incredible lenders like Jenny who have great products to offer. So don't let that intimidate you, and there's plenty of options to get into the market here. Do you have anything to add with regard?
No, just Colorado also has a lot of different options and programs that are state specific to help people get into homes too. So that's something that not a lot of people know until they talk to somebody local agent, local lender.
Awesome. One last thing I want to plug and make sure that we tell you almost every time we talk about lenders is it's really important to find a local lender. They're here working with us on the weekends. Sometimes if it's a pinch, they'll be on the call with us at 8 or 9 o'clock at night even. You're not going to find that at your Rocket Mortgage or your bigger banks and things like that. So if you have any questions with regard to the financing piece of things, definitely reach out because we've got some great ones on our side. All right, guys, so we're wrapping things up. That was 5 things people learn after moving here to Northern Colorado, and I think we've covered all the great ones. But if you have any questions or you want to learn any more things about any of the local areas, definitely give us a shout. Comment down below. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you, like Jenny, want to see her face again. And that about does it.
That's a wrap.
Fantastic job, ladies. Hopefully this did give you guys some insight into Northern Colorado and things that people typically learn after they move up there. If you are planning on calling Northern Colorado your home, or even the Denver metro area, make sure you give us a call or text at that phone number right below. Right below it there, we have the top real estate experts to help you out with all your real estate needs.
And do yourself a favor, also hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time that we put out a new video. We are releasing new videos every single week, and you are not going to want to miss it.
All right, guys. Until next time, we love you. Bye.
Bye.
And that actually perfectly blings us.
It blings us.
It blings us.